Hey guys, how are you doing today? Welcome to a new video of Around the World in 6 minutes. I'm starting to regret to make a video like this because I'm gonna have to put all the subtitles down here and that's gonna be a lot of work. But I'm here to tell you something today that is the most important thing you will do in your life, that is to learn English. If you want to travel the world, if you want to meet new people, if you want to work in a company, for a lot of reasons you would have to learn English at some point of your life. And I'm here to tell you today, how did I learn English? Why are you making this fucking video in English, Cesar? Because it would be so much easier for me to tell you how did I learn English and not to show you that I do speak English. So it would be super easy to make a video like this in Portuguese, saying to you how much I know of English or how fluent I am, and not to show you that I really can speak English. Of course, I'm not fluent, I'm not native, but I can communicate. So I lived in Budapest for a year. Actually, that's part of how I've learned English, but I'm gonna get there at some point. Well, it all started when Cesar was born, 1995. Yes, I'm 22 years old now and still have a lot to learn. But since I'm a child, I like to listen to international music. So those American songs or songs from anywhere else, Australia or New Zealand or Europe, like the ones with English lyrics, of course. I have always loved to read, and I've always watched movies in English with subtitles in Portuguese, of course, but listening to English recordings, listening to English speaking. So with that in mind, I always wanted to learn new languages. I've always been a fan of learning new things. So I started liking English a lot. My parents put me in an English course and I was only 10 years old. Oh wait, Cesar, so I have to enter some English course? Well, that would be better for you to learn, of course. But I have lots of friends that learned it only by speaking, only by listening, only by other ways which are not only the course. So I was there in the English course for only 10 months, and as I was 10, I learned it quickly. So scientists normally say that people who start to learn a little bit earlier or younger have more capacity to learn the new things they're listening to. So I guess entering a course really young helped me a bit. So if you have a child, please put it in an English course as soon as possible because that will help a lot. I have only made 10 months of course because I had to move from my city to another one, and there I didn't start another course. I just lived my life like I had English in normal school, but I didn't go after another English course. So when I was 17, I had one of the greatest opportunities of my life. That was to make an exchange program in the United States. When my mom was my age at that time, she made an exchange herself and she met an American teenager as she was. Years and years later, my mom searched her on Google, and guess what? She found her email, her address, her telephone, everything. So she started to email her and they started to email back at each other, and that was the best thing that could ever happen because I stayed there in Virginia, in Arlington, near Washington, at her house for 2 months. Also while making an English course there, and that way was the best way to learn. I had 24-hour contact with people from that language, that is English, and I didn't get in touch with any Brazilian there or any person who spoke the same language as me. So I guess that made me learn faster, and I think that's why I improved so much at English at that time. Well, after some time, when I was 21, I made an exchange program to Budapest and stayed there for a year, living with 5 people from different nationalities. I lived with one German, one Belgian, one French, one Italian, and another Brazilian. But of course we spoke all the time in English because we were there to learn English or to improve our English. So we would force ourselves to speak English only. We improved our English a lot. We had classes in English. But Cesar, the language is English in Budapest? No, but the course we were taking there, that was the same course as my university here, was totally in English. So on that university they had courses in English, in German and in Hungarian, that is the language in Budapest. That year made me learn a lot, not only in English but in life. And I learned a lot about new cultures, about new people, and of course traveled a lot. And Cesar, how do you practice today? Well, I keep doing the same things that I did when I was a teenager. But the lesson I had for you guys, if any, is that you just need discipline, and if you want something, you can do it. Like, you can learn English from any other way. There are a lot of YouTube videos where you can learn English. I'm just telling you that if you want to learn English, you will learn English. There are a lot of other ways you can learn, and it's really important for you to learn English because you can communicate, you can connect with people from all around the world, and I think that is the most important thing for you to learn English. You can talk to people you didn't even imagine you could talk to. And it's super important for you also in your job, in your communication, in many aspects of your life. And just promise me you will try to learn English. Tell me here in the comments if you do know English, or if you're gonna start to learn, or what is your point in life if you're never gonna learn because you don't need it. Just tell me here what do you think, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and let me know what did you think about it, and if you want me to make more videos like this. So that was my story. I hope you liked it, and see you next video. Thank you for watching.